Like a molten lead enema, it's Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series. Time now for Cerebus issue 273, the 8th chapter of Latter Days. Cerebus, finally freed from his binds once and for all, still believes himself to be in possession of the powers of his favorite character, Rabbi, and prepares to depart using those powers. Unfortunately, when he attempts to fly, he instead plummets straight down. In the fall, he breaks his left leg and passes out right there on the floor of the sanctuary. By the time he recovers, it's nighttime, and the massive sanctuary is almost completely dark. Knowing that his plan for the followers of Rick to shoot down the Sirenist won't ultimately work, and that the Sirenist would be there any minute to torture him, Cerebus very slowly makes his way, hopping on one leg, across the sanctuary and up the extensive flight of stairs to the exit. While doing so, the full moon drops into the shadows, leaving him immersed in pitch black. He struggles to continue, step by step, upward, though with no real way to tell if he's even succeeding besides through touch and luck. Can Cerebus make the arduous climb to the top of the stairs safely? And what sight awaits him once he reaches the top? So how do you do a comic book almost totally in pitch black? Well, you need a whole lot of ink. Dave Sim's impeccable lettering takes the center stage for most of this issue and is the star of the stair climbing portion of the story. It's not just the word balloons. No, it's also the caption boxes, the panel borders, all of which come together, and their placement is used in such a unique way that it all makes up for the lack of anything to look at. In theory, you could call this a lazy issue. After all, there are no true visuals through most of it. And you can tell Dave Sim and Gerhard use this to get ahead on their schedule and keep deadlines and everything done. And truthfully, in the story, you skip this issue, the only thing you're missing is an explanation for how Cerebus breaks his leg. But I wouldn't recommend skipping this one at all. It's an excellent issue. It's very funny, and I enjoyed it tremendously. This is the kind of stuff this series does best, circumventing the medium and all of its expectations while still reveling in being part of the medium. You never get the feeling that either Dave Sim or Gerhard hates comic books. In fact, just the opposite. They take full advantage of everything possible in the medium and use it to their greatest advantage. And it's enjoyable as a standalone issue, and it's enjoyable as part of the storyline, even if nothing truly happens in the issue. And that happens a lot with this series. You get a lot of single issues that don't have anything happen on the surface, but they're still beautiful little microcosms of what you can do in comic books if you just think outside the box, but without thinking that you hate the box, you know. Next time, if rocks be Cerebus' scenery.